Have you ever wondered how the United States produces its dollar bills? Well, we're about to take you on an eye-opening journey into the inner workings of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, where your questions will be answered, and you will uncover secrets that have been hidden for decades. So get ready, because this is one ride you don't want to miss. Let's dive in. It all begins in Washington, D.C., at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing's headquarters, where every US dollar bill is produced. But the story doesn't start here. In fact, the journey began months before the first stroke of ink was put to paper. It all starts with the decision to print new bills. You see, when the government needs more money in circulation, they send a request to the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. This request specifies the quantity of each denomination needed, such as 5, 10, 20, 50, and $100 bills. Once the BEP receives the request, it gets to work producing these vital components of the US economy. The production process for dollar bills is highly technical and precise, involving multiple stages that ensure each bill is of the highest quality and security. Let's break down each stage so you can understand what goes into making a dollar bill. Before diving into the production process, let's take a closer look at the $100 bill. This iconic note features Benjamin Franklin, one of America's most revered founding fathers. But did you know that the $100 bill has a unique identifier that sets it apart from other denominations? Take a look at the top right corner of the bill and you'll find a small letter A next to Benjamin Franklin's portrait. This seemingly insignificant detail is actually a key part of the bill's security features, as it indicates that this is a genuine $100 bill. But that's not all. This little A also holds another secret. It's a clue to the printing plate number, which allows the BEP to track the specific plate used to print the bill. This level of detail and precision goes into every aspect of the production process, ensuring that every dollar bill is both authentic and traceable. So how exactly does the BEP produce these intricate bills? Let's find out. First up, the BEP needs to order the necessary supplies. This includes the classic white cotton paper that dollar bills are made of, as well as the ink, glue, and other materials used in the printing process. Ordering these supplies is no easy feat, as the BEP must ensure that they are of the highest quality and meet strict specifications. For example, the paper used for dollar bills must be strong enough to withstand repeated folds and handling while still maintaining its smooth texture and feel. Similarly, the ink must be specially formulated to adhere to the paper without bleeding or fading. The BEP works closely with suppliers to ensure that these materials meet their exacting standards. They conduct rigorous tests to check for things like durability, color consistency, and resistance to counterfeiting. Only when the supplies meet these strict standards are they approved for use in the production process. Once everything is in place, the real work begins. The first step is to prepare the plates. These are the metal cylinders that hold the engraved images and text that make up the dollar bill. The plates are made from a special type of steel that is both durable and corrosion resistant. They are then engraved using a process called photo engraving, which involves etching the image and text onto the plates using high-powered lasers. This creates a raised design that will eventually be inked and stamped onto the paper. Each plate is numbered to indicate its position in the printing press, and any variation in the design or layout can result in a rejected plate. This step is crucial, as the quality of the plates directly affects the final product. The BEP employs skilled technicians who oversee the engraving process and inspect the plates for any defects or inaccuracies. Any imperfections can cause misprints or double strikes, which are rare and often sought after by collectors. Now it's time to move on to the inking process. But before that, the plates need to be treated with a special solution to prevent the ink from sticking to them. This step is known as washing out. Next, the ink is applied using a series of rollers that evenly distribute it over the plates. This ensures that each bill has a consistent and accurate imprint, but applying the ink is only half the battle. The excess ink must be carefully removed to prevent smudges or blotches. This is done through a process known as wiping, which uses clean cloths to remove any excess ink from the plates. The goal is to achieve a clean, crisp impression on the paper without any imperfections. It's time to start printing the bills. This is done using a large, heavy-duty rotary printing press that feeds the paper and moves the plates to produce multiple bills at once. As the paper passes through the press, it is imprinted with the front and back designs. But there are more steps to come. Once printed, the bills are cut to size using a guillotine cutter. This ensures that each bill is exactly the same size and shape. However, this process results in overprints, which are trimmed and saved for later use. These overprints are often sold to collectors, providing a unique opportunity to own a piece of American currency history. But wait, there's more. The next step is to count and bundle the bills. This is done using specialized equipment that can count and stack up to 40,000 bills per hour. Each bundle is sealed and labeled with the number of bills inside, and just like that, the production process is complete. The bills are ready to be shipped to the Federal Reserve banks for distribution. But before we say goodbye, let's take a closer look at some of the security features of the $100 bill. These features are designed to prevent counterfeiting and ensure the authenticity of the bill. One of the most prominent security features is the watermark. When you hold the bill up to light, you can see the image of Benjamin Franklin. This watermark is an important way to distinguish a genuine bill from a counterfeit. Another feature is the microprinting, which involves printing tiny letters and numbers that are difficult to reproduce. If you look closely at the bill, you'll notice the words $100 printed in extremely small letters in the upper left corner. These tiny details are a critical security feature that helps prevent counterfeiting. But what happens if a bill becomes damaged or soiled? Can it be replaced? The answer is yes. In fact, the BEP has a specific process for replacing damaged or mutilated bills. If a bill is too damaged to be repaired, the BEP will issue a replacement bill of the same denomination. However, the replacement bill will have a different serial number and may not be exactly the same color or paper quality as the original. Speaking of different qualities, did you know that dollar bills are produced in two qualities: star notes and regularly issued notes? Star notes are bills that are issued to replace damaged or destroyed bills. They have a star symbol in the serial number and may have slight differences in color or paper quality. Regularly issued notes, on the other hand, are bills that are produced during the regular minting process. They do not have a star in the serial number and are the ones typically in circulation. Finally, the question we've all been waiting for: how much does it cost to produce a $100 bill? The answer might surprise you. According to the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, the cost of producing a $100 bill is just 13.8 cents. That means that for every $100 in circulation, only 13.8 cents is needed to produce the physical bill. Now that's efficiency. From ordering the necessary supplies to printing, cutting, and bundling the bills, the journey of a $100 bill is a complex and precise process. At the heart of this process is the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, a government agency responsible for producing all US paper currency. If you thought this was interesting, stay tuned for more videos about the inner workings of the US dollar. We've got more secrets to share. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of dollar bills. We hope you learned something new and gained a deeper appreciation for the hard work and precision that goes into producing these iconic pieces of currency. Keep an eye out for more exciting content that explores the inner workings of the US dollar and other fascinating topics. Until then, take care and goodbye.